Happy Wednesday. Welcome. Let's just get a few guys joining in the Discord. Yeah, perfect. Okay, cool. So, first things first, off the wrap, we're going to keep this short, simple, sweet as always. We have earnings, right? Today on Tesla and Google after the close, and a few, not really too hectic before the open, yeah. But we do have earnings on Tesla and Google after the close today. So just keep that in mind as we head into the session. I took a first initial loss on this is just on the DAX this morning. I took a first initial loss. I tried to short it here below the opening range low, got stopped out. As we held the opening range high, and obviously this is during the London market hours, I ended up getting short back in over here and got back towards the opening range low. So one win, one loss for me so far on the day. I hope that you guys are having a good day so far. Obviously, me being in South Africa, starting out with a little bit of London session as always. So let's go over a few Edgeful stuff, and I can see there are a few guys in here. So I want to make sure that you guys cover a few things. So important things that I always like to have a look at is the What's in Play section. So a few of my favorite reports that I do look in the What's in Play section, you can look on the left-hand side. You can actually select which ones you like to see. I know a lot of traders obviously love looking at the gap fill. The orb report is one of my favorites, and then the opening candle continuation. And this on the left-hand side, I would say the What's in Play is probably the best or one that I use the most in live real market hours times. And simply because it tells me exactly what's in play. That's why it's called that, right? But for example, if I'm looking to trade ES or NASDAQ or whatever tick on the left on the right-hand side of here, you got your watch list where you can add, right? Okay. So, but let's go back there like that. The What's in Play section, again, as I said, just keeps me, in line with what I need to be looking at. So if I'm looking at NQ, and obviously it's pre-market at the moment, it will actually tell me what the orb is doing, what the gap fill is, and so forth and so forth. And one of the bigger ones that I like to use, as mentioned, is that orb report, as well as this opening candle continuation. And instead of having to go work it out yourself and see what it's actually doing, this actually gives you all of them information all in one. So I think the What's in Play section is really, really important. If you are, it's one of the, most popular ones that I use. If you are brand new to Edgeful, I think you definitely need to go and check this out. Obviously, the algos, people that are running the algos are all in the back end. We got the orb report, the RB report, and the gap the gap fill algos. That's obviously all run, there as well, and all done that side. But if you are looking at this from a discretionary trading perspective, this What's in Play section will keep you, up to date. And if you can even have a look over here, like the previous day's range report, you can add that in. And then if I'm looking at NQ, it will add that previous day's range report over here. And as you can see, during market hours, or to tell me for the previous day's high, where the level is, the high and the low, and then also if it has taken it out or not, right? So really, really, pretty neat. Again, as I said, if you're coming in trading after the, later on in the session, this opening candle continuation will actually tell you if the first hour was bullish or bearish, based on live actual market data. And then again, you can get it for, stocks, futures, crypto, forex, everything that you need. So I think that What's in Play section is the neatest thing. So let's just go over one or two of these reports. I mean, we can go over the opening candle continuation report as always. Let's go to NQ. I know a lot of traders love trading NQ. It's probably the most traded asset. Let's go to last month. We can actually see on NQ, in the last month, the first hour being bullish will give us a 91% chance of a bullish closing day, and vice versa for the short, 73% of the time. So pretty strong conviction there. And then in the What's in Play section, after that first hour, okay, if that will read as bullish and bearish for you, you won't actually have to go to work that out. And that's just the efficiency of that. So we'll see what we do get later on into the session on the DAX. But for now, I'm one loss, one win. And we'll see what we do get. We are currently still trading underneath this opening range low. And London session open VWAP. You guys know I love using the opening range, the orb report with regards to my discretional trading, right? I have been running those Edgeful opening range breakout algos, which we had a brilliant one yesterday. So let's actually bring that up. Let's turn off the London session opening range. And the indicators on the left-hand side, someone was asking about the indicators on the left-hand side over here. You actually can, I've got a bunch of them here, but obviously turn them on and off and change them how you want. Indicators for Edgeful, if you got the membership by invite only, it will come up over here. And that's where the indicators, you can come and look at everything like that. Obviously, I've got the algos too. So the orb strategy, RB strategy, and gap fill strategy. But then the Edgeful indicators are all here. And you can actually have these drawn in. The ones, obviously, that I use are the opening range, high and low, so I don't have to go and draw it in myself. Okay, but really neat play yesterday on this, on the NASDAQ to the downside. We get the opening range low break after the first minute. And simply just, tanks for us super quick. I know some guys were in these for like literally 5 minutes. So tanks, I think, to the lows, 38 points. But the orb yesterday was give or take 90 points. So you would be targeting 0.5R. That's what I'm targeting, 0.5R of this. So 45 to 50 points I was targeting of that. And that happened super quick. So as mentioned, like that what's in play section, again, with the orb will actually tell you, okay, if we go over here, the what's in play, and let's go to NASDAQ NQ, it will actually tell me what is actually happening with the opening range. Has it broken out? Has it broken down? Is it double broken? Everything like that. And I think that is a really neat function of it. So definitely make sure to go check that out. Okay, and then in terms of reports, I also get asked, James, what reports should I be using or looking at? I personally have obviously my favorites, but again, you can come in here and actually go and discover them. You can actually come to the homepage and you can actually come in and discover what reports actually make sense for you. So in terms of the reports for me that I always say to go have a look at, the first one always going to be that opening range breakout report. That's the first one. The second one for me would be that opening candle continuation report. And then another one is that initial balance breakout report as well. So those are the three reports that I suggest that you guys go and have a look at. Now, we've got a few guys on here today as well, watching across the socials as well as, let's come over here. Let's just get this up over here. You actually can get a 7-day free trial with Edgeful. The link is in my bio over here. So if you want to go check it out, the link is in my bio here. It will only really be mentioned on the stream as always. Just go to the link in my bio, Edgeful, and then you will be able to get a 7-day free trial. Okay, cool. As mentioned, just to end off today's stream, we do have Tesla earnings, Google earnings later on. So yeah, let's see. Again, what I'm using is simple. Opening range and the VWAPs, right? Keep it simple. And then also, I'm only really looking at those three reports in terms of my Edgeful discretional trading. So yeah, we'll keep running the algos in the background on another part of my portfolio. But for now, that's working for me, the opening range, as well as the New York session open VWAP. I hope that you guys have a good trading day. I'll be here in the Discord rest of the day if you have any questions. And then, as always, I'll be live on ASFX TV in my live trading room, as always. So the link is in my bio as well. Have a good day. If you've got any questions, let me know. And we'll see you